Good morning, student. In the last class, we have discussed about the theory of plate tectonics and a major physiographic division. Today, we will discuss about the India's landmass. So, India is a large landmass formed during different geological period, which have influenced its relief. Besides geological formation, a number of processes such as weathering, erosion, and deposition have created and modified the relief to its present form. Okay, so what is geological period? Geological period, it is nothing but a unit of geological time during which a system of rock is formed. Now relief. Relief, the variation of elevation of an area of the earth's surfaces that has been influenced with geological periods. Besides geological formation, so there were number of processes such as weathering, erosion and deposition. So weathering, it is nothing but the mechanical and chemical breakdown of rock by the action of rain, snow, wind, etc. Now erosion, it is nothing but it is a natural process of weathering and transport of solid such as sediment, soil, rock and other particles in a natural environment from their sources to deposition. Now what is deposition? Deposition, it is nothing but which deposition, it is a geological process by which material is added to a landform or landmass which has been modified in a present form. Now Gondwana land, it is nothing but it is the oldest landmass in the peninsular part, was a part of Gondwana land. This land included India, Australia, South Africa, South America and Antarctica as one single landmass. So here, what are the single landmass of the Gondwana land? That are India, Australia, South Africa, South America, Antarctica. These all are in a single landmass. The conventional currents split the crust into a number of pieces. These currents led the drifting of Indo-Australian plate toward the north after being separated from the Gondwana land. The northernward drift resulted in the collision of the plate with the much of large Eurasian plates. Now Gondwana land, it is a southern part of the ancient supercontinent Pangaea with Angria land in a northern part. Now the collision resulted in accumulation of sedimentary rock in the geosyncline, which were folded in the form of the mountain system of Western Asia and Himalayas. Now geosyncline, it is nothing but a term is used for subsidiary liner trough that was caused by the accumulation of sedimentary rock strata deposited in the basin and subsequently compressed, deformed and uplifted into a mountain range. So formation of major landforms in India landmass. So now we will discuss about the formation of major landforms in Indian landmass. The world mountain uplift of Tethys Sea and subsides of the northern part of the peninsular plateau give rise to the formation of a large basin. Gradually, the north-south flowing rivers deposited their sediments in the depression and a flat land led to the formation of northern plain in India. The land of India displays great physical variation. The peninsular plateau of India is one of the ancient landmass on this earth's surface. It was supposed to be one of the most stable land blocks. The peninsular plateau is composed with the two rocks, that is igneous rocks and the metamorphic rocks, with rising hills and wide valleys. On the other hand, the Himalayas and the northern plain are one of the most recent landforms. The mountain system of the Himalayas represent a very youthful topography which consists of high peaks, deep valleys. I am underlining this one. See, high peaks, deep valleys and fast flowing rivers. It forms an unstable zone. Tomorrow we will discuss about the major physiographic divisions. Thank you.